Happy Friday from the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. I was just looking over the MLS new listings today and it feels like a strange day. All the new listings today are very appropriately priced and great deals. Usually every day there's at least one that I get to call overpriced or I get to call a total renovation project, but not today. Combine that with the fact that the sun is back, the clouds are gone, we're having a beautiful sunny morning with a nice breeze off the ocean. I just came back from my walk. And if you want to believe the weather forecast, it's supposed to be sunny all weekend long. Life is good in the Florida Keys, but it always is. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. In today's case, they're all in Key West. There were no listings in the lower Keys today in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you will be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about all the new listings from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors know about them. That's very valuable information for a buyer to have and puts you ahead of most buyers. I find the majority of buyers will wait for a home to come on to Trulia or Realtor.com or Zillow or one of those sites before they inquire about it. And the problem they run into oftentimes is by the time one of those sites puts a home live online, it's already been on the multiple listing service a couple days and all the good deals are already under contract. If you watch my YouTube video every morning and you see something you like, you can call me right away and I'll make an appointment for us to go see the property. If you're not in the Keys and you're looking at it from a distance, I'll go look at it on your behalf. We can do a FaceTime walkthrough, or I've done a YouTube video and put it up privately on my channel where you need a password to view it and I send it to the individual buyer. I've also gone and just taken a couple hundred photos and sent them over in the form of an email to buyers. When I photograph or I video a home, I do my best to try to find any negative factors as well as the positive factors, because when you read the listings on the MLS, that's written by the listing agent who's employed by the seller. So naturally, they only point out the good things. If you're going to spend the money to buy a home with me, I like you to see all the negative things before I spend your money. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photos, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I update that every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service as well. There's a lot more information in the blog, a lot more details, any unique features the homes may have. It'll have room descriptions and room dimensions, photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to be waterfront or happens to have a pool, I'll take photos of the pool. There'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dockage. Just a lot more information than you can fit into a quick couple-minute YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com, and it's updated every day from the multiple listing service, including photos. I'll put the web address in the description of the video below. We have 3 new listings to talk about today that came on the market in Key West. But before I tell you about the new listings, the state of Florida makes me cover the legal boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first house we have is out on Sunset Key. If you've been to Key West and been to Mallory Square for our famous Sunset Festival, you look right across Key West Harbor. There's a private island about half mile off of Key West. That's Sunset Key. 50% of the properties out there are private, individually owned homes, like the one we're going to talk about here in a couple of minutes. And about half the island, our hotel guest cottage, is owned by Opal Key Resort. Or depending on when you came to Key West, you might also remember it called Margaritaville, or you might remember it called the Westin. I still call it the Hilton. It was a Hilton when it was built about 25, 26 years ago. I actually used to captain the boat out to Sunset Key when it ran out of the Hilton. But it's now called Opal Key Resort. The only way to get to Sunset Key is by boat. This one's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,681 square foot house on your own private island. Has a great pool. It's a beautiful home. I've been in this home many times. I was actually in this home 25 years ago when I was captaining the boat out to Sunset Key. I knew the owners fairly well. This one's being offered at $2,400,000, which is an extremely low price for a house out in Sunset Key. Most of them out there start over $3 million, and some of the big ones right on the ocean, I've seen them sell at $15 million plus. There's some amazing homes out on Sunset Key, and it's the only island there is with residential homes on it and a water shuttle back and forth that goes every half hour. So it's an excellent opportunity to say you live on an island in the Florida Keys. Then in Key West's Old Town neighborhood on Symington Street, we have a condo and a condo complex called Echo Gardens. Echo Gardens is on the corner of Symington Street and Truman Ave. It's just one block off Duval Street. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,600 square foot condo. It has assigned deeded parking, which is very valuable that close to Duval Street. A lot of the houses that are that close to Duval have on-street public parking only, and it's really tough to find a parking space down there. You can't beat this location. You'll walk one block and you're on Duval Street. And you're also on the quiet end of Duval Street, so you won't have the Duval Street noise in your living room at 4 a.m. So you kind of have the best of both worlds. You're right up the street from the art galleries and some of the fine dining restaurants. And then if you do want to get out and partake in the nightlife and the party life, it's only about a 5-minute walk. This one's being offered at $1,985,000, which is again is an excellent price for a condo that size with deeded parking that close to Duval Street. Then the last one is also in Key West's Old Town neighborhood on White Street. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,389 square foot house. It has a very nice tropical backyard. It has an in-ground swimming pool. And again, off-street deeded parking. This is actually a covered carport, so it keeps your car cool as well. And our Florida sun in the summertime, our Florida sun in the summertime can make your car very hot if it's not covered. This one's being offered at $1,600,000, which is an excellent price for a house in Old Town with off-street parking and a pool. And that's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at any of these great homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to showing you homes in the fabulous Florida Keys. And I look forward to making you my neighbor. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.